The geopolitical landscape can significantly impact on the development, export, and sales of military hardware. Supply chains, in many sectors, have felt the effects of geopolitical issues in recent years. With Russia's invasion of Ukraine serving as a notable example, the conflict, which occurred at a horrible moment, because to the COVID-19 pandemic, has had an effect on supply networks and international stability. At the same time, as the European wheat bowl is engaged in a struggle for its independence, a worldwide recession appears to be developing. And the latest impact of this geopolitical turmoil is being felt at Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. The sale of the LCA Tejas fighter jet to Argentina by HAL has been impeded by the UK's ban on arms sales to the South American nation. This embargo has already frustrated several deals, especially for aircraft equipped with the Baker's pilot ejector seat, a product manufactured in the UK. Consequently, HAL must identify suitable alternatives before proceeding with the sale of the Tejas aircraft to Argentina. The Falkland Islands are located in the South Atlantic, approximately 600 kilometers from Argentina's mainland. Since the early 19th century, Argentina has claimed sovereignty over the island, which has been under British control since 1833, leading to a series of conflicts and tensions between the two countries. Europeans first spotted the Falkland Islands in the 16th century, and Spain promptly laid claim to them. Unfortunately, the islands became vacant in the 18th century, and in 1764 France established a colony there. In 1765, the British also established a colony, but they left it a decade later. Argentinian independence from Spain was established in 1820, and the country thereafter claimed the Falkland Islands as its own. But Britain re-established its position there in 1833, and has ruled the region ever since. The 1982 Falklands War between Argentina and the UK was the most significant. In April of that year, Argentinian troops invaded the islands, which made the British government take action. The 10-week combat killed 649 Argentinian soldiers, 255 British, and 3 Falkland Islanders. However, the war ended with an Argentine surrender on June 14, 1982. The Falkland Islands remain a British overseas territory to this day, despite Argentina's continued claim of sovereignty over the islands. Tejas is a single-engine, delta-wing, light multi-role fighter jets. HAL has offered the LCA Mk1A variant of Tejas to Argentina, with improvements all around. The best upgrade is the Active Electronically Scanned Array AESA radar, a state-of-the-art electronic warfare suite, and a new digital flight control computer. However, the jet contains British components, like radar covering cone, that is, the front cone section of the aircraft, which is a quartz-based structure, ejection seats, a radome from Cobham Limited, a UK aerospace manufacturer, and tyres from Scottish brand Dunlop, which will need to be replaced with Indian-made alternatives. One of the most critical components that HAL will need to replace is the Martin-Baker ejection seat. Ejector seats are a vital component and safety feature of fighter jets. Worldwide, the British manufacturer, Martin-Baker, provides ejection seats for over 90 air forces. However, finding an alternative without compromise is a tough task, which HAL must do to ensure the finalization of the order from Argentina. For this, HAL is now in discussions with NPP Zvezda, a Russian ejection seat producer, to identify a replacement for Martin-ejection Baker's seats. Their K-36 ejection seat is a competitor to Martin-Baker. In fact, NPP Zvezda was almost chosen to make the American fighter planes F-22 Raptor and Joint Strike Fighter. Yet, the United States government decided on a British fighter aircraft seat made by Martin-Baker. At the moment, the K-36 has different versions that are used in Russian fighters like the MiG-29, the Su-27, the Su-30, and the Su-57. Martin-Baker and K-36 are both 00 ejection seats. HAL is also facing a significant challenge, with the unavailability of the HP-30 hydraulic pump, which is essential for the Tejas to operate flawlessly. The HP-30 hydraulic pump was imported from Ukraine, and it is a vital component in the smooth operation of the LCA fighter jets. The hydraulic system utilizes liquid pressure to perform mechanical tasks, and in the case of the Tejas, it controls the aircraft's control panels and executes various maneuvers, triggered by the digital fly-by-wire system. To overcome this, HAL is now focused on indigenizing a replacement for the HP-30, which would not only increase the percentage of indigenization, but also bolster the goal of self-reliance in defense production. Political tensions between Argentina and the United Kingdom over the Falkland Islands, as well as Russia's invasion into Ukraine, have hampered the Tejas jet fighter's possible sale. But, in order to prosper in the global armaments market, HAL must navigate these complications. The success of HAL's attempts to replace British components and develop local alternatives to Ukrainian imports will decide the fate of these potential deals.